Deep within the jungles of Belize lie the fabled temples, palaces, and vast cities of the ancient Maya civilization. While Europe still slumbered in the midst of the Dark Ages, these innovative people had chartered the heavens, evolved the only true writing system native to the Americas, and were masters of mathematics and calendrics. In the 21st century, 7 million descendants of the classic Maya civilization of Central America, poor and marginalized like most indigenous people, continue to struggle to maintain their cultural integrity and pursue their own development. Unfortunately, the cultural and natural resources essential for their survival continue to be threatened by a model of development that conflicts with their own. Tumul Center of Learning, located in Toledo, the southernmost district of Belize, is fusing Mayan and modern science and technology in the service of Mayan development. Tumulkin's residential program offers rural children educational and training services at high school level in 5 areas of specialization chosen for their relevance to the needs of Maya communities: agricultural science and production, agro-processing, farm machinery, ecocultural tourism, natural resource management, and bioprospecting.
Okay, so it will be a group there. If you need more, you have to come with at least one per person. So
the pedagogical practice of Tumulkin is based on a dialogic, problem-based approach and curriculum integration. The integration of curriculum allows students to see the interconnectedness, meaningfulness, and use of the knowledge they are developing. The integration of theory and practice is based on the Mayan principle of duality, which means that theory and practice go together. The center, from the start, encourages students to rely on their own resources and to develop small income generation activities. It is our hope that students will become entrepreneurs in their community, hence the entrepreneurial project in the 5th year.
Over here we have talented. That's a very important one. We all have talents. The important thing is to know what our talents are. Okay, we need to know what are the good things that we have. We also need to know what our weaknesses are. Okay, so that we can work on our weaknesses and take advantage of our talents. Okay, that's very good. You have identified a lot.
At Tumulkin, students start the day with a fieldwork practice. As a complement to their fieldwork, students participate in classes relevant to the different areas of specialization, as well as ordinary subjects consisting of literature, language arts, integrated sciences, social studies, and computers, among others. The fieldwork and study of different subjects permits the integration of theory and practice.
Particulars. Click the arrow.
Come on, boy. Watch your foot, bro.
What I have here is it's a kuhun palm frond, no? You know, this is the stem, and then we cut off the leaf, and this is our measuring stick. You know, this is what we call 1 palm. You know, and we use this in this type of measurement whenever we are cutting for poles, or even when we're measuring a piece of area to chop, you know, for a small scale agriculture.
The Natural Resource Management Training Program, which is one of the main courses, draws significantly from Maya attitudes and practices regarding the environment. Topics of study include Maya values and philosophy, Maya integrated ecosystem management practices, solid waste management and recycling, management of biodiversity techniques, watershed management, and use of biological products in agriculture.
Okay, maybe take for example here. I believe that right here, before maybe like about 60 years ago, it's tall trees. But watch it now, right? It's grass, so we convert that. So there's a different type of animals and different like birds and so forth that love this type of vegetation, right? So that is what we meant by changing, you know, natural habitat for agriculture.
Forest management will include identification and cataloging of useful trees, bushes, and plants. A management plan is being developed for the center's 500-acre tract of land.
And this tree is a legume, because it provides beans pod, right? It's a legume. It's more. This will be used by birds. These are where birds will come and eat the fruit of this tree, right? So
Not only bird eat that.
yeah, I mean we use it as well, right? We have learned to eat some of the tropical fruit trees that we find, right?
Students will also be taught the basic elements of ecological and ethnological tourism. They will learn effective tour guiding principles in the multiple ecological systems in Belize. These studies will prepare students to be protagonists in the ecocultural tourism market, allowing them to take advantage of the wealth of cultural and natural resources available to the Maya.
Okay, here we have a picture of a portable hand move sprinkler irrigation system. Portable means that you can move it around. Okay? So we have one, irrigation by flooding.
Agricultural studies includes aspects of agricultural development from the perspective of human attitudes and values as these relate to land production and management systems. It will focus on basic concepts of agricultural economics, integrated agricultural systems, crops, and livestock sciences.
The hole needs to be slightly slanting for two reasons. One, so that water doesn't run into it all that fastly or easily as if it were straight down. And two, it's easier for the plants to sprout, for the seeds to germinate that way, right? And grow out. If it's slanted, you slant it inwards, then you open it a little bit at the top, drop your seeds. Okay?
Maya agricultural practices will be emphasized. These include agroforestry, mixed cropping, raised and mixed crop beds, fish cultivation, crop management and storage, use of organic fertilizers and other organic products for pest and weed control, and other practices which incorporate respect for and protection of the land and the environment.
Your homework for tomorrow is that you are going to invent a label for a pesticide.
Training will include crops, small livestock, and cattle and swine production, traditional to Maya agriculture, as well as the introduction of new crops. Agricultural studies will also include training in the use of both traditional Maya techniques and appropriate modern science and technology. For example, students will develop skills in the use of traditional Maya draft animals, as well as learning to use small tractors.
We are eating kosla with beans, corn, and some rice and corn and meat. And this is delicious. This thing make you. That's it.
As an integral part of its efforts to become an autonomous, self-sustainable institution, the center uses what it produces to feed students and invests in income-generating activities such as livestock production. Also, internet-using facilities are available as a means of communication and researching. Future income-generating efforts will include rice production, fish farming, tourism ventures such as the Maya and Jungle Trail, and providing services to the public through the wood workshop, mechanic workshop, and agriculture. Tumul schedules its classes to fit with the agricultural activities of Maya communities. Students live at Tumul for 17 days and go home for 11 days. This system allows students to help their parents at their farm and with activities in the community and complete their school assignments.